Donald Trump, well, he wants death and destruction if he is arrested. There's more. Let me first go to this post of the former president. All right, keep that up. So Donald Trump warned of potential death and destruction if he is charged over an alleged hush money payment made to adult film star Stormy Daniels. Posting on this Truth Social platform, Trump included the alarming rhetoric in his latest attack against Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg. Now remember, he just called Bragg an animal this week. Now he says, what kind of person can charge another person, in this case, a former president of the United States, who got more votes than any sitting president in history and leading candidate by far for the Republican Party nomination, with a crime when it is known by all that no crime has been committed, and also known that potential death and destruction in such a false charge could be catastrophic for our country. Why and who would do such a thing? Only a degenerate psychopath that truly hates the USA. Okay, you know what's interesting? If you just close your eyes for a moment and imagine this being written about Donald Trump, it actually fits. Yes. There's more. The message comes after Trump, the former president, called for his fans to protest in a post over the weekend, predicting that he would be arrested on Tuesday. Now remember, he said he's going to be arrested Tuesday. He actually did this as a con. I'm going to expose the con in just a moment. Bragg's office on Thursday said Trump created a false expectation that his arrest was imminent. Representatives with Trump's 2024 campaign have now confirmed that he raised $1.5 million in just 3 days after he announced on Truth Social that he would be arrested on March 21st in Manhattan over reportedly paying hush money to Stormy Daniels once again. $30,000. This was to prevent Daniels from going public before the 2016 presidential election with her allegations of a 2006 affair. The payments, reports indicate, were made by his lawyer at the time, Michael Cohen. There's more. He urged his supporters to protest with his post on Truth Social on March 18th that read, and I quote, "Protest, take our nation back." Critics believe that it was a plot to raise more funds for his campaign. Business Insider reports that the 1.5 million is nearly double the daily average Trump's campaign raised in the weeks before and after he announced November 2022 his second White House bid. Okay, so what needs to happen now? Donald Trump obviously is okay with a showdown with the United States government, but he's not going to get involved in the action, of course not. He's not going to meet you at the Capitol, so to speak. He's going to manipulate you, those who believe that this guy is some kind of savior or leader or even man. On the dirty work and your family be damned. You be damned. He's not going to help you, save you. He didn't even have your back when he was president of the United States. While I would have disagreed with the move, realize he had the power to solve the issue of any federal crime that came to those who protested and committed domestic terrorism. He could have done so. He didn't. Now there's a reason why he doesn't deliver for you. There's a reason why he talks rhetoric and then delivers not. I'm talking about for those who are extremists. It is because he understands how to manipulate you. He understands how to play you. And every time you decide to respond in kind, he knows exactly what to do to push your buttons the next go round. Rick, thoughts here?
Yeah, if I may, I mean, look, you're preaching here, obviously, but what I would say in respects to what you said is, in the words of the CEO of this company, they like being deceived.
Yeah.
A lot of them like being conned. Some of them who were found to have not even known until it was too late that their bank accounts were at or near zero from payments they made to Donald Trump during the 2020 election, essentially took money out repeatedly. And those people, I would guarantee, would continue to sign up to be conned because they believe that, not my dude, but like Joey B is a communist, Marxist, socialist, propaganda, like things that even because of the boogeyman that he has sold. Now, what I'll go back to is something you initially said, which is the DA of New York was called an animal. That is something that is a Trump staple at this point. It is amazing how immune we are to this level of violence and bigotry that he continues to espouse each and every day. It's been interesting to me to see someone like Steve Scalise, who I despise, and Kevin McCarthy, who I despise, saying, hey, we shouldn't have violence. No one should be calling for violence. But here's what I will say. This is the bed that they have made. They are reaping what they sow. Unfortunately, we are also victims to it as well because they could have cut this off a very long time ago.
That's right.
If it wasn't for them and the benefits that they would have putting this person and leaving this person in a position of power. They had 2 tries at this in separate impeachment trials. And now, because they just let it go by the wayside, we have to deal with these consequences. And my very last thing, he has called for violence numerous times. It's horrible. No one should be calling for violence, especially when it is someone who had that position of power in federal government. I'm questioning, let's say he continues to do this, which is clearly a grift because every time he does it, he makes more. My question is, when is enough enough? And I truly believe with the mindset of this Republican Party, especially with the potential next guy coming in and Ron DeSantis, Ron 3-finger pudding DeSantis, also being a fascist, there is no line. Some people have it and some people don't.
It's a rush to the bottom for leadership in the Republican Party.